A very good morning and Om Shanti to all of you listeners. Welcome back to your own channel, Seek the Soul, the Truth Lies Within. And for those, before going ahead with this Vardhan, for those who have come for the first time on the channel, they can go to the link which takes you towards the YouTube link. And on that channel, you can find out about yoga asanas, chair exercises, relationships, diet, sleep patterns, and much, much, much more. So go ahead and look at that link in the playlist, and if you like anything which you see, do share it with others for their own benefit. So let's go ahead with today's blessing. Today's blessing is the 222nd day of a blessing. Let's see what Baba has to say here. Baba says, may you be an easy and natural yogi and remain free from any bondage of karma while performing karma. Now let's get into the details. Mahavir children cannot be pulled by anything attractive in the physical world, whether it be any person, whether it be physical things in the world. Anything which pulls us brings us further away from God's remembrance. It is the attractions of the world, whether it is our looks, whether it's our clothes, whether it's our property, money, whether it's our friends, relatives, anything which pulls us or occupies our mind means that we have got less space for God in our life. So Baba says that Mahavir children, they have the understanding or they have the method of moving away from these kind of attractions. Let's get into more details. They make themselves detached and loving to the Father in a second. Detached means they always remember, or they're always conscious about getting into any kind of physical entanglement. They understand that this thing is pulling me, or this person is pulling me, or these things are pulling me, or this kind of situation is pulling me, and they immediately detach themselves from that in a second. As soon as they receive a direction, those who experience being detached from their bodies, bodiless, soul conscious, free from bondage, they become immediately soul conscious. They feel bodiless. The more we have thoughts about the world, about what is mine, what is his, what is hers, the more we have those kind of consciousness, the more we become body conscious and we feel heavier in our mind. That heaviness is the sign that we will find it difficult to go into liberation if we have to leave a body right now. So God says, as soon as they receive a direction, those who experience being detached from the bodies, that I am a soul, I am in this body doing my karma, they feel bodiless, they are soul conscious, free from bondage. Bondage, what kind of bondages do we have? We have got bondages of our accomplishments, of what we have been known as by people, or what we have done for people, or what people know us as. These are all bondages. What we have accomplished in the physical world is also a big bondage, because God says everything which you accomplish over here is just a role which you're playing as a trustee, and nothing which you own or which you earn over here is going to go with you. So then Baba says, detached from the bodies, bodiless, soul conscious, free from bondage, and yog yukt are easy yogis, natural yogis. It doesn't take them time, or they don't have to sit in a place to be in meditation or in yoga with God the Father. They don't need to have a surrounding for being in yoga with God the Father. They make the surroundings like that. They are constant yogis. They don't need to be reminded about it, that you have to remember God. It's enough playtime, now get back to remembering God. It's enough of indulging into the vices, or enough of indulging your senses into things and your taste buds in your eyes and ears into things. Now it's time to get into God's remembrance. No, they don't need all that kind of reminder. They're constant yogis because they're always detached from those kind of things. They don't get too deep into those things. They're karma yogis and elevated yogis. While doing the karma also, they try to be in remembrance of God. They try to make their mind peaceful. They try to make their mind in condition of remembering God. They don't have to be taught, or they don't have to remind themselves. It becomes a habit for them. They can focus their thoughts and their breath in remembering the Father. So it is said that remember God in every breath. Why? Because any time your breath can be the last breath. So if you remember God at that time and the supreme abode where you have to go, then only liberation can come. Otherwise, if you're remembering your property, your parents, your children, your spouse, or anybody else, or anything, that means liberation is not yet come to you. You have to again get into another birth, and then only you'll be able to go into liberation. That's the law of karma. So God says they can focus their thoughts and their breath in remembering the Father, the Lord of life, in bracket Praneshwar. Pran means soul is the pran for this body, prana, so energy for this body. Once the prana or the energy leaves, the soul leaves, the body is dead. That's why we say, may the soul rest in peace. Soul is also known as prana or energy. So the Lord of life, Praneshwar. God the Father, the supreme point of light, is the energizer of the soul, or the Ishwar, or the God of the prana or the soul. That's why Praneshwar. Whenever they want, for as long as they want. So they can focus their thoughts and their breath in remembering the Father, the Lord of life, Praneshwar, whenever they want, for as long as they want, because they understand that these are temporary things and only one thing in this whole world is constant. That is Supreme God the Father. Second thing is I the soul, and third thing is this drama. Rest, everything else is not constant. They are always shifting and moving around. So I cannot have any kind of feelings or attachments to these things which are around. So that is a method. Detach from these things, attach ourselves from God the Father's remembrance. So this is a practice which takes time. It takes many years for doing this. It's not just 1 year or second year or third year which you can attain it in a month or second month. People spend their whole life and many births to get in connection with God, and now God is coming and teaching us how to be connected to Him in a simple manner, and what all we need to leave in order to be connected to Him. That is what we learn at Brahmakumaris in a simple way, and I leave you with this beautiful Vardhan. Think about it, and if you have any comments, if you have got any kind of ideas more, you can leave your comments in the comment box in Instagram or in Twitter or on YouTube channel itself. And do share it with others also if you like what you hear. So I leave you with this. Have a blessed day. Stay safe. Om Shanti.